Right before I started recording this video, I feel like I just broke my ankle off my bed right now, but I'm still gonna record, bro. It is what it is. FKA Twigs just dropped a brand new album, and it is titled Eusexual. And I originally thought this was kind of like a goofy name, but then you look into what eusexual means. It's kind of like a euphoric feeling, like an incredible feeling. And I think that it definitely matches this album experience an incredible amount. There are so many climactic moments in this album listen. This first listen was absolutely incredible. We're going to talk about the album, though, song by song. We're going to discuss the album all in all, give it a rating, all that. Get some cranberry juice, some Cheerios, something to snack on, and let's get right into it. I feel like Eusexual is the best possible name for this album. The sound throughout here is so futuristic and kind of reminds me of that one meme guy levitating. And I feel like words cannot really describe the type of experience this album was first listen. I think you guys got to check this album out yourself to fully get a good grasp of what's going on here. But the overall instrumentation on here, the vocals on here, just the futuristic sound, the instruments used were incredible here. The title track is the first song on here, and that is Eusexual, and it is a very catchy opening, and despite repeating itself a lot, the excitement of what's going to be next on the album did not get old. Like, I listened to this entire thing excited to hear what was going to be next while listening to this, because it was almost like a background music of your thoughts, but also having, every time I zone back into the music, I'm still I'm intrigued, bro. It's a very intriguing way to start an album. Very mysterious, very incredible. And I recommend letting yourself go song by song. Don't skip through this album. I feel like you hear that a lot, but especially this. A lot of this is about the full experience of this album. And if you skip through, you're going to lose a lot of experience. Next, we have Girl Feels Good. Also an incredible... Bro, I was recording this just now, and I hit my ankle that I hurt at the beginning of this video again, and I had to... I'm retaking this part, alright? Incredible instrumentation, the futuristic vocals from FKA Twigs here are incredible. And a lot of these songs sound similar in a way, like it definitely belongs on the same album, and you can tell, but they also sound so different at the same time of the vibes that you're getting a lot here. Perfect Stranger is the single for one of the big singles for this album, and it kind of reminds me of Mom music a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I think it lost a little bit of mysteriousness, but for the most part, it's very catchy. A lot of this album does kind of focus on the overall vibe of it, and I think that this could have been a little bit better, but for the most part, it was pretty good. I loved the simplicity on Sticky's instrumental, the beautiful instrumentation. It kind of sounded like an Aphex Twins type of instrumental. I thought that was very good. I love me some Aphex Twin. And yeah, Keep It Hold is another example of the power of note choices. It's very catchy and vibrant throughout this entire album with crazy instrumental choices. I think a lot of this is just the production here is so incredible, and I think you always know what you're getting into with FKA Twigs. She always has the most incredible production, the most incredible beat selection, the most incredible vocals to match with it, and even her voice is properly produced. I don't know how to describe. Listen to the album, bro. Just listen to the album. Not yet, though. Don't listen to the album yet. Next, we have Childlike Things. It's also a good song. I kind of thought that it did sound a little bit childish, and it's definitely what it was going for, but I don't think it really helped my album experience. I don't think I'm going to be going back to this track a lot. I think it's kind of funny that Northwest is on here, Kanye's daughter. She sounds very like she's having a good time here. I think that's always nice. You know, it's just a little bit of a fun song. It's not like too serious. The sequencing on this album is a little bit weird though. The next song we have Striptease. I also had mixed opinions on this song. I think that it had great vocals, don't get me wrong, very high notes, all that, very impressive, but it was a little bit overboard. I think she went a little bit extra here. And yeah, I think that the runtime of this album was actually perfect. I think that it was not too long of a listen. I think 13 songs is also an incredible length of an album. I think FKA Twigs did every single thing perfect here. I think she did great. 24 Hour Dog was good. I do think that this is a little bit kind of like, I think the last three songs though on this, not the last song, but the last three songs I've discussed get a little bit weaker in my opinion compared to the rest of the album. I think the back end is a little bit weaker, but it kind of gets brought back up. The excitement gets brought back up with Wanderlust. It was incredible. A very beautiful way to end the album. Very climactic vocals. Very, very strong ending. I also now wanted to point at this album cover. I don't exactly know what I'm looking at. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna do a little bit of research, or if somebody wants to let me know in the comments below what's going on here. I think that she's always known for having incredible or interesting album covers. In 2014, she had LP1. It was a very iconic album cover, as well as Magdalene was an incredible album cover. Capri Songs was also a very known album cover. And I like the idea of dropping an album every 3 years, a very full, fleshed out album. She's always incredible with that. And I think that this album experience is no different in terms of being perfect or almost perfect. I seen the ratings on this album was also very good, and I'm very happy. I think it's a 4.2 rating out of 5. And I'm not sure if she had a lot of build-up. I didn't really hear a lot about the build-up of FKA Twigs' new album here, but it was beautiful. That's really all I gotta say about it. I personally gave it a 9 out of 10 rating, or maybe like an 8.8 out of 10. I think that this might be up there with my song or my album of the year. Very close to Mac Miller in a very different way. Balloonerism was also a great album. I discussed that in one of my previous videos if you guys want to check that out. And yeah, I've listened to 8 albums this year so far, and this is my second favorite. That's all I really gotta say though. I love you all very much. Here's my socials if you guys want to check that out. I talk on Twitter a lot, you know what I'm saying? I just do a lot of talking. I'm a professional yapper here at the I'm Conflicted station, you know, and yeah, I love you all very much. I'm Conflicted, and I'm out. Peace.